Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today, we'll be taking a look at some of the most interesting developments in science.
Definitely seems like there's always something new happening.
Yeah, always something new going on in the labs and, all over the place. Let's start with some global health news.
Okay.
The World Health Organization released a report on bacterial STIs, and it's a bit alarming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're reporting hundreds of millions of new cases each year.
Wow, that's a staggering number. It's a good reminder that STIs are still a major global health concern, even bacterial ones.
Exactly. And the problem is a lot of people don't even know they're infected, because bacterial STIs can often be asymptomatic.
Right, so people might be spreading the infection without even realizing it, which can obviously lead to more cases
And some pretty serious complications is on the line.
Yeah, exactly. Things like infertility and even miscarriage. So regular STI testing and safe sex practices are absolutely crucial.
Definitely good advice for everyone. Now, let's switch gears a bit and delve into some promising developments in cancer research.
Sounds good.
Researchers at Fred Hutch at MD Anderson have discovered a new biomarker that could be a game changer for predicting outcomes in cancers like meningiomas and breast cancers.
Oh, wow, that's huge. Those are some pretty challenging cancers to treat, so any progress in predicting outcomes could really make a difference.
Exactly. And what's even more impressive is that they use some really cutting-edge technology and computational methods to uncover this biomarker.
So this could potentially lead to more personalized treatment plans based on an individual's biomarker profile.
That's the idea. More targeted therapies that are more effective and have fewer side effects.
That would be a huge step forward in cancer treatment.
It definitely seems like we're getting closer to that reality every day. Now, another study that caught my attention focused on cancer cells' remarkable ability to adapt. You know how they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Well, it seems like that applies to cancer cells, too.
Oh yeah, cancer cells are incredibly resilient. They find ways to survive and even thrive in the most hostile environments.
It's kind of scary when you think about it. Like, even with extra chromosomes, which you'd think would be a major disadvantage, they still manage to function.
Right, and that's what makes them so difficult to treat. But by studying these adaptation mechanisms, researchers hope to identify vulnerabilities that could be exploited to develop new therapies.
So we could potentially predict which cancers are more likely to develop resistance based on these adaptations.
That's the hope. It's an area of active research, and the more we understand about how cancer cells adapt, the better equipped we'll be to fight them.
It's like a constant arms race.
Exactly. And speaking of cutting-edge research, have you heard about scientists using artificial intelligence to design enzymes from scratch?
I did see something about that. It's pretty mind-blowing. They're basically engineering the molecules that drive life itself.
It's incredible. The potential applications are vast. Imagine creating tailor-made medications or designing enzymes that target specific disease pathways with incredible precision.
It's like we're entering the realm of science fiction.
In a way, AI-designed enzymes could also revolutionize disease diagnostics, detecting biomarkers with unparalleled accuracy.
It's really exciting to think about the possibilities. And you know what else is exciting? The fact that we keep discovering new things about our own bodies, even things we thought we understood.
Oh, absolutely. There's always something new to learn. Like, remember how scientists used to call some RNA segments junk because they didn't seem to have a function?
Right, they thought it was just leftover genetic material with no purpose.
Well, it turns out we were wrong. Researchers have discovered that tRNA introns, once considered useless, actually play a crucial role in protein production and the cellular stress response.
Wow, so this junk RNA is actually vital to our cells functioning.
That's right. This discovery completely changes our understanding of gene regulation and has significant implications for potential disease treatments.
It really highlights how much we still have to learn about the complexities within our own cells.
Absolutely. We're constantly uncovering new layers of complexity, and it's fascinating.
It makes you wonder what other hidden treasures are waiting to be discovered.
Exactly. It's a humbling reminder that we're only just scratching the surface of understanding life itself.
Definitely. And that's what makes science so exciting. There's always something new to explore.
I completely agree. It's an endless journey of discovery.
And on that note, I think we'll wrap up this segment of the Deep Dive. Stay tuned for more fascinating science news after the break. There's been a lot of talk about epigenetics lately and its role in cancer.
Oh yeah, epigenetics is a fascinating field. It's basically the study of how our environment and lifestyle can influence our genes.
Right. And some researchers believe that epigenetic markers present at birth could actually increase our risk of developing cancer later in life.
That's a pretty intriguing idea. It makes you think about the whole nature versus nurture debate.
Definitely. But it's important to remember that epigenetics is complex. It's not like a simple cause and effect relationship.
Right. Having certain epigenetic markers doesn't necessarily mean you're doomed to get cancer. It's more about understanding your individual risk factors and taking steps to mitigate them.
Exactly. So it's not all predetermined. Our choices and lifestyle still play a significant role.
Absolutely. And that's why personalized medicine is becoming so important. We need to move away from one-size-fits-all approaches and start tailoring treatments to each individual's unique genetic and epigenetic profile.
That makes sense. Speaking of personalized medicine, there's been some interesting research on how specific gene mutations can drive aggressive tumor growth.
Oh yeah, like that study on the role of MAGE4 and flightin loss, that was pretty groundbreaking.
They basically identified some of the key players in tumor development, which could lead to more targeted therapies.
Right, if we can disrupt those pathways, we can potentially cut off the fuel supply for tumor growth.
To like finding the tumor's Achilles heel.
Exactly. And that same study also showed how tumors can sometimes evade the body's immune response, which is normally responsible for destroying cancerous cells.
That's crazy. It's like the tumor is playing hide and seek with the immune system.
It is, but by understanding these evasion tactics, researchers can develop immunotherapies that help the immune system recognize and attack those hidden tumor cells.
So it's a constant battle, but thankfully scientists are coming up with new weapons all the time.
That's right. And speaking of new tools, RNA sequencing has really revolutionized our understanding of cancer and other diseases.
It's incredible how much information we can get from analyzing RNA. It's like looking at a snapshot of what's happening inside our cells.
Exactly, and new algorithms like ellipsis are making it even more precise. We can now quantify alternative splicing in single-cell RNA sequencing, which can reveal how variations in splicing contribute to diseases like cancer.
That's amazing. And then there's that research on using FFPE samples for single-cell RNA sequencing in breast cancer.
Right, those preserved tissue samples that have been sitting around for years could actually provide valuable insights into the cellular landscape of tumors.
It's like unlocking a hidden archive of information.
It is, and this technology could really change how we analyze tumor heterogeneity and develop more targeted treatments.
It's clear that RNA sequencing is a powerful tool. And with the rapid advancements in computational tools and AI-powered analysis, who knows what we'll be able to uncover in the future.
The possibilities are endless, but RNA sequencing is just one piece of the puzzle. We also need to look at proteins, which are the workhorses of our cells.
Right. Proteomics is the study of proteins, and it's becoming increasingly important in understanding health and disease.
Definitely. And new technologies and computational tools are allowing us to study proteins on a scale never before imagined.
Like that ambitious human proteomics study by the UK Biobank, they're aiming to quantify thousands of protein markers across a massive number of samples.
That's right. This study has the potential to transform our understanding of how protein levels relate to disease and aging. It could lead to new biomarkers for early disease detection and even new drug targets.
It's like proteomics is giving us a glimpse into the intricate symphony of proteins that orchestrate life itself.
Exactly, and all of these fields from genetics and epigenetics to RNA sequencing and proteomics are converging to create a more holistic understanding of human biology.
With the power of AI and computational tools, the pace of discovery is only going to accelerate.
Definitely, we're entering a new era of data-driven science, and it's incredibly exciting.
So what does all this mean for the average person?
It means we're on the verge of a revolution in healthcare. We're moving towards a future of personalized medicine where disease prediction, prevention, and treatment are tailored to each individual's unique biological makeup.
It's a future where we can harness the power of our own bodies to fight disease and live longer, healthier lives.
Exactly. And while there are certainly challenges ahead, the progress being made in these fields is truly remarkable.
It's a remarkable time to be alive. With each scientific breakthrough, we're getting closer to unraveling the mysteries of life itself.
And who knows what incredible discoveries await us just around the corner.
The possibilities are endless. It's an exciting time to be following science.
I couldn't agree more.
That UK Biobank study you mentioned, it's analyzing thousands of protein markers across so many samples. It really shows how important big data is becoming in science.
Oh, absolutely. It's like we're entering a whole new era of data-driven science. And the insights we're getting from these huge studies are really changing how we understand health and disease.
It's incredible to think we might be able to detect diseases super early, even before any symptoms show up.
Exactly. Early intervention is key. It could lead to way better outcomes and maybe even cures for diseases that are currently incurable.
That would be amazing. So besides the UK Biobank study, what other exciting research is happening in proteomics?
Well, one area that's really cool is studying how proteins interact with each other.
Oh yeah, proteins don't just work alone, right? They're always interacting.
Exactly. It's like a complex dance with all these proteins moving and interacting in specific ways. And if we can understand those interactions, we can start to figure out how to manipulate them.
Like changing the choreography of the dance.
Yeah, exactly. We could disrupt harmful interactions like between a virus and a host cell, or we could boost beneficial interactions like between an immune cell and a cancer cell.
Wow. So many possibilities.
Definitely, proteomics is giving us a whole new level of understanding of how life works at the molecular level.
It's amazing. And when we combine that knowledge with advances in other areas like genomics and AI, it's like we're putting together a giant puzzle.
Exactly. We're getting a much more complete picture of human biology.
It's like we're on the verge of a revolution in medicine, personalized treatments tailored to our unique genetic and molecular profiles.
It's an exciting time to be alive. With each new discovery, we get closer to unlocking the secrets of life itself.
That's a great way to put it. Well, I think that wraps up our deep dive for today.
It's been a fascinating conversation.
Absolutely. To all our listeners out there, thanks for joining us. And remember, stay curious.